Generally, I do not like to use cases on my phone. However, the leather case from Apple has become my go-to iPhone case. And here's why. Hi everyone, I'm Dion Schuddeboom, and in this video, I'm going to be reviewing Apple's new midnight leather case for the iPhone 13. I will go over everything you need to know, from its design to its features, and will also compare it to and share my experience using previous Apple leather cases to talk about durability. Ultimately, to help you decide whether the leather cases from Apple are worth it. First things first, let's take a look at the unboxing. I went ahead and put the case back in the box to give you an idea of what this is like. Let's go ahead and open up the box here. We can pull this from the top, and then this will reveal the case itself. Now, the first thing that immediately stands out to me is that this case is definitely not black, but I'll get more into the color later in the video. We can go ahead and pull the case out of the box here. And inside we have some instructions for how to apply this to your phone. And then inside the case, it looks like we have some paperwork, and this will be for how to care for the case, as well as your warranty information. And then here is the case itself. Let's go ahead and put this on the phone. I got my case in midnight, and that is to pair with my midnight iPhone 13. If you haven't seen my full unboxing and review of the iPhone 13, I'll be sure to leave those videos in the description. Just before I apply the case to the phone, on the inside I'm very pleased to still see that Apple have kept that microfiber interior. And this is great to prevent scratches on your phone if you're frequently taking your case on and off. Additionally, this will also stop any dirt or debris that may build up over time from scratching the back of your phone. Alright, so just as the box advised here, we're going to go from left to right, and then we'll just push in the phone, and as you can see, we just had that MagSafe notification come up, which will show that dark ring to show that the phone has recognized the case. Definitely a nice touch. First impressions, I just love the feel of these leather cases in the hand. It just feels premium, and this case is no exception. Let's take a closer look at the design as well as features. First of all is of course that soft and supple leather material, which not only looks great, but will also pair very well with other leather accessories that you may carry, such as this leather wallet that I use every day. Now, by no means a thin case, this case actually adds only minimal bulk to your phone. Additionally, the nice and soft texture on the back will make it easy to slide in and out of your pocket, while the finer texture on the leather itself does add a little bit of grip when holding it in your hand. Of course, one of the nice things with leather cases is that unlike the glass back of the iPhone 13, it won't show any fingerprints, even on the darker colors, which is great to see. And speaking of colors, I actually went for the darkest color that Apple provides, and that is the midnight. And the reason for this is, unlike the lighter colors of the case, this will actually patina less over time, or will do so in a less obvious way. Now, whether you want your cases to patina or not is personal preference. Personally, I prefer my cases to look new for as long as possible, so I went with the midnight. Looking more closely around the case, I can see that the edges, both by the screen as well as the camera unit on the back, are slightly raised. And this is great to see, as this will provide an additional layer of protection when placing your phone on surfaces. Of course, the leather cases from Apple will work with wireless charging, and because they have an additional ring of magnets inside, will also be capable with all MagSafe accessories. In terms of buttons, the leather cases come with aluminum switches, which feel just like the iPhone's original buttons, and also maintain that tactile and clicky feel. Looking at the bottom of the case, you can see we have three cutouts, one for the microphone, speaker, as well as the lightning port. Now, this is quite different from how Apple have done this in some of the previous leather cases, including the leather case for the iPhone X. As you can see, if I compare them here, you'll see that they look quite different. In fact, let's do a brief comparison between the two. But before we get on to that, if you are enjoying this video so far, then please like and subscribe to support the channel and to see more content like this. So the first big difference between the two is of course the color. Now, I have the iPhone XS case for my iPhone X in black and the iPhone 13 in midnight. Now, I like both of these colors, and it would actually be quite difficult to pick between the two. However, since the midnight color on the iPhone 13 is effectively replacing the pure black color that we've seen previously, if you are looking for just a plain black leather case, you'll have to go third party. That said though, I absolutely love the midnight color. It sets itself apart while still being subtle. As we looked at before, the next big difference is on the bottom, whereas previously this was left entirely open, this is now covered on the newer cases, and I am pleased to see this as this will provide even more protection. One change I'm a little bit less fond of is the camera bump. As you can see on my iPhone X, if I place it on a table, there is no movement whatsoever, and that's because the case is flat. Whereas on my iPhone 13, because of the bigger camera module, they also had to increase the raised edge by the cameras. And what this results in is whether you have a case on or not, in this case there will still be a camera bump. So there will be some rocking on the table. Now this is by no means a big deal, but it's something worth mentioning. I've used the leather case on my iPhone 13 every day for just about the past 4 weeks, and so far it still looks like new, as I'd come to expect. However, the leather case on my iPhone X I've used for almost 2 years now, so how's it held up? I just want to preface this by saying that these leather cases aren't made to provide exceptional levels of durability or meant to save your phone from very high drops. Instead, they're meant to have a premium look and feel while still providing some protection from day-to-day wear. With that said, I think my leather case has held up quite well. The only signs of wear that I can see are some slight changes in the shine as well as the texture of the leather where my hand grips the phone, such as by the Apple logo and along the edges, as you can see where I would normally rest my hand. Now there may be a way to fix this, and I don't know how, but if you do know, please let me know in the comments. Other than that, looking closely around the corners and edges of the case, there is no deep scratches or tears or anything like that. And what's nice is that smaller marks that can come from keys if you have them in the same pocket actually tend to rub away and disappear on their own over time. In fact, in my experience, the leather cases from Apple actually hold up far better than the silicone cases do. So if you are thinking of buying the silicone case, my advice would be to spend just a little bit more and getting the leather case instead. All in all, I'm quite happy with the way the leather case on my iPhone X has held up, and I would expect no less from the iPhone 13. This all sounds good, so are there any downsides? Well, there is one, and that is price. These cases are not cheap. If you are looking for something that is purely functional and that will just protect your phone, there are much more affordable options on Amazon from third parties. However, if you are looking for a case that preserves and in some ways adds to the quality feel of your phone, then I highly recommend the leather cases from Apple. The natural texture of the leather and that everlasting signature leather smell just screams luxury. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.